Hey there, cat lovers! Today is day 7 of Yellowfang's week, and the scene that my sister Rachel's going to be drawing today is her death scene. Out in a puff of smoke. Well, kinda. I'll read this scene to you now. It's on pages 250 through 252 and 278 through 283 of Rising Storm. Okay, so this scene is just as the fire is starting and all the cats have evacuated, at least they think they all have, and then Goldenflower is like, where's my child? And Fireheart's like, I'll go and save him, but I need someone to come with me. And first Cinderpelt is like, I'll go, but Yellowfang's like, no, you stay, I will go. And she sacrifices herself to go off and help Fireheart go into the burning building. Quite literally, the camp is burning. So I'll read this scene now. Fireheart saw the shape of Halftail, slumped below a branch. Patchpelt lay beside him, his jaws buried in Halftail's scruff, as if he'd been trying to drag his friend to safety when he collapsed. Fireheart stopped in dismay, but Yellowfang had already rushed past him and had begun dragging Halftail's body towards the camp entrance. Don't just stand there, she growled through a mouthful of fur. Help me get them out of here! So Fireheart goes for Patchpelt, and then he notices that there is Bramblekit up in the tree, being roasted like a marshmallow. So he realizes he has to go and save Bramblekit at the expense of Yellowfang, unfortunately. So if you guys want to check out the rest of my reading of this scene, I read it in day 1 of Bramblestar's week. So go and check that out, I'll have it linked down below. But skipping forward a few pages, Fireheart jumps down from the tree with Bramblekit in his jaws, and the tree cracks beneath him and falls, flaming branches and all, on top of Yellowfang. Behind him, a loud crack split the air. Fireheart landed with a thud that almost knocked the breath out of him. Scrambling to find a claw hold on the side of the ravine, he twisted his head around. To his horror, he saw that the fire had burned right through the trunk, sending the whole tree toppling onto the ravine. Alive with flame, the tree crashed away from the terrified cat, heading to the entrance to the camp beyond the wall of the burning branches. There was no way Fireheart could reach Yellowfang now. Oh no, not Yellowfang! And then somehow, magically, Yellowfang stays alive for the next 20 pages for Fireheart to somehow make his way to her after going back to the camp and spending quite a long time there. He's like, oh yeah, I should probably go back and see where Yellowfang is, and thankfully she's still alive in time to say her parting goodbyes. Convenient? I think so. Fireheart rushed down the slope, sending Grit and Ash crumbling ahead of him. The tree where he had saved Goldenflower's kid was nothing but a heap of charred sticks now. He leaped over it easily. He searched for the gorse tunnel that had once led into the clearing, but only a tangle of blackened stems remained. He picked his way through and hurried into the smoke-stained clearing. As he stared around, his heart pounding, he felt Greystripe nudge him. He followed the Grey Warrior's gaze to where Halftail's scorched body lay, through what used to be the entrance to Yellowfang's fern tunnel. Medicine Cat must have tried to get the unconscious elder back into the safety of camp, hoping that perhaps the cracked rock where she had made her den would protect them from the flames. Fireheart started towards the burnt shape, but Greystripe meowed, I'll bury Halftail. You look for Yellowfang. He picked up the limp brown body and started to drag it out of the camp towards the burial place. Fireheart watched him go, his heart frozen with dread. He knew why he had come back to the camp, but his legs were suddenly too weak to move. He forced himself to walk over the burned stumps that lined the path to Yellowfang's clearing. There was no sheltering green tunnel now. The Medicine Cat's home was open to the sky, and the only sound was the relentless patter of raindrops on the slimy ground. Yellowfang! He called, his voice hoarse, as he padded into the clearing. The rock where the Medicine Cat had made her den was black with soot, mingled with the smell of ash. Fireheart detected the familiar scent of the old Medicine Cat. Yellowfang! He called again. A low, rasping mew answered him from inside the rock. She was alive. Shaking with relief, Fireheart squeezed into the shadowy cave. There was barely enough light to see. Fireheart had never been in here before, and he paused for a moment. blinking as his eyes adjusted to the gloom. At the foot of one wall was a row of herbs and berries, stained by smoke, but unburnt. Then he glimpsed a pair of eyes shining at him from the far end of the narrow cavern. Yellowfang! Fireheart rushed to the medicine cat's side. She lay with her legs crumpled beneath her, soot-covered and wheezing, too weak to move. She could barely hold his gaze, and when she spoke, her voice was breathless and feeble. Fireheart, she croaked. I'm glad it's you who came. I shouldn't have left you here. Fireheart pressed his muzzle against her fur. I'm so sorry. Did you save Patchpelt? Fireheart shook his head hopelessly. He had breathed in too much smoke. Half-tell, too, rasped Yellowfang. Fireheart saw her eyelids quiver and begin to close. He meowed desperately. But we saved Goldenflower's kid. Which one was it? Yellowfang murmured. Bramblekit. He watched as Yellowfang closed her eyes briefly, and his blood ran cold. Now Yellowfang knew that she had risked her life to save Tigerclaws. Had StarClan shared something with her? Something she feared enough to wish the kid had not survived? You're a brave warrior, Fireheart. Yellowfang suddenly opened her eyes wide and stared fiercely at him. I could not be prouder of you if you were my own son. And StarClan knows how many times I wished that you were. Instead of... She drew a shallow, grating breath. And Fireheart knew that every word stuck thorn-sharp in her throat. Broken Tail. Fireheart flinched as the old medicine cat revealed her terrible secret. That ShadowClan's brutal leader had been her son, given up at birth because medicine cats were not allowed to have children. Who knew what agonies Yellowfang had endured as she watched her own son kill his own father to become leader, and then destroy her clan with his bloodthirsty ambitions. I killed him. I poisoned him. I wanted him to die. Her rasping admission collapsed into painful coughing. Hush. Save your strength, Fireheart urged. He knew all this too. He had watched hidden as she fed Broken Tail the poisonous berries, after the traitorous cat had helped Tigerclaw's rogues attack ThunderClan. He had witnessed the cruel warrior die at his mother's paws, and had heard Yellowfang give away her real relationship with the heartless Tom. Let me fetch you some water, he offered. Yellowfang shook her head slowly. Water's no use to me now, she croaked. I want to tell you everything before You're not going to die, Fireheart gasped, feeling a shard of ice prick his heart. Tell me what I can do to help you! Don't waste your time! Yellowfang coughed angrily. I'm going to die whatever you do, but I'm not afraid. Just listen to me. Fireheart wanted to beg her to be silent, to save her breath so she could live a few moments longer. But he respected her enough to obey her, even now. I wish you had been my son, but I could not have borne a cat like you. StarClan gave Broken Tail to me to teach me a lesson. What did you need to learn? Fireheart protested. You're as wise as Blue Star herself. I killed my own son. He deserved it! I was his mother, whispered Yellowfang. StarClan may judge me as they will. I am ready. Unable to answer, Fireheart dipped his head and began to frantically lick her fur, as if his love for this old she-cat was enough to hold her in the forest a while longer. Fireheart, Yellowfang murmured. Fireheart paused. Yes? Thank you for bringing me to ThunderClan. Tell Blue Star that I've always been grateful for the home she gave me. This is a good place to die. I only regret that I will miss watching you become what StarClan has destined you to be. The old medicine cat's voice trailed away, and her flanks heaved with the effort of sucking air into her smoke-scorched lungs. Yellowfang! Fireheart pleaded. Don't die! Her painful breathing clawed at his heart, and he realized that there was nothing he could do. Don't be afraid of StarClan. They will understand about Broken Tail, he promised wretchedly. You will be honored by our warrior ancestors for your loyalty to your clanmates and for your endless courage. So many cats owe their lives to you. Cinderpelt would have died after her accident if you had not tended to her. And when there was green cough, you fought day and night. Fireheart could not stop the words from tumbling out, even though he knew that the old medicine cat's breathing had faded into everlasting silence. Yellowfang was dead. This scene is so sad. Yellowfang really was like a second mom to Fireheart, since he hardly knew his real mother, Nutmeg, because he had to leave when he was just a kitten. So yeah, Apprentice and on, Yellowfang pretty much raised Fireheart. It's sad that Yellowfang had to have such a rotten kid of her own, like Broken Star. I really do wish that we could have seen her raise more than one kid. I think her daughters Wish Kid and Hope Kid would have been so cool. They probably would have been some of our legendary Shadow Clan warriors, like, Tawny Pelt or something. I'd like for you guys to help me out in the comment section down below and come up with some warriors' names for Wish Kid and Hope Kid. Anyways, so yeah, Yellowfang's life had a lot of ups and downs, and she lived to be about 7 years old, which is not too terribly old. About 64 in human years for an outdoor cat, but I wonder if she outlived her mom and dad, because when she was exiled in Yellowfang's secret, they were still living, and still having new kids of their own. I don't know, go look it up and see what becomes of Brackenfoot and Brightflower. And I'm also interested to see what happened to her siblings Nutwhisker and Rowanberry. I think it's weird that Yellowfang aged so much quicker than any other character that was born around the same time period as her. Maybe it's just her personality, but it seems like she turned into a crotchety old lady by about the age of 3. Anyways, I'd love to hear in the comment section down below some of your favorite moments from Yellowfang's life, and some reasons why you loved her character. I'll be starting Cinderpelt's week soon, so if you want to leave some ideas for her week, comment them down below. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's drawing and theory. Make sure to check out the video on the side of our last speed paint. And click that subscribe button and little bell icon so that you can always be notified when we upload, so that you can be part of #EarlyClan. Down below in the description will be links to our eBay and Etsy stores, where cool merch items are available for purchase. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you soon for the next speed paint. Bye-bye!